What's going on, guys? Ryan Bertolo here at the Crypto Fiend Studios, bringing you guys the hottest, the latest, and everything crypto related news. Today we're going to be looking at the overall market and where we stand from this recent dip we just experienced, as well as cryptocurrencies I'm keeping an eye on to consider adding to my portfolio, and cryptocurrencies I am adding to my portfolio at these current prices. Currently in the market, we are roughly around $400 billion, so we are seeing money starting to flow back into cryptocurrencies. This is a very good sign. This started to occur right after the SEC had its meeting with the chairman, talking about cryptocurrencies, their view on it, what we could see in the future, and it went rather well. The chairmen were really pretty much supportive of the technology of cryptocurrencies. They were very supportive of blockchain. They were a little bit negative about a couple things, like they aren't very supportive of ICOs because, for obvious reasons, a lot of ICOs are scams. They could be very risky for investors, all that kind of stuff. So they do want to protect their people when it comes to investing in ICOs, which is understandable, as well as regulations on exchanges in the United States. Also, they were kind of not speculative. They weren't very, in my opinion, they weren't very understanding of the overall concept of cryptocurrencies. They were mainly talking about the money aspect of it, how people are making money, and the risk, the amount of money, all that kind of stuff. Money. They weren't looking at the big picture of, first off, the technology, the benefits this can bring to the world, and all the things we can solve with blockchain technology. They didn't really talk about that. So that's what I would have liked them to see them more talk about. They did say they like blockchain, they like cryptocurrencies, they like the technology, but they didn't say like the in-depth reasonings of what this can help with. So that's how the meeting went. It went well. Other than that part, it went well. They are supportive of cryptocurrencies, and as we go further into the year, we are going to see really what the government is going to be doing about cryptocurrencies. But as of right now, they're kind of just sitting back, observing. Again, ICOs can't invest unless you're a certified investor, which is something we've known about for a while now, as well as regulating exchanges like Coinbase, which has already been going on. So nothing's really changing right now, but it was nice to know that they're coming out and saying that they are supporting cryptocurrencies, they are supporting the technology, which is awesome. And that's why I think we are starting to see money come back into the United States, is because the United States does play a massive role on the overall economy of the world, especially in cryptocurrencies. Even though we aren't the largest players in the crypto space, we do play a big role on what we say and how we view things. So as we stand in the market, everything is mainly up on the day greatly. Still, the majority of everything is down on the week for obvious reasons. We had a massive dip, especially yesterday morning. We had a crazy little dip, and that, of course, that would have been the perfect time to buy into anything you wanted to get into, but no one can time the market perfectly. So right now is still a great time to get into those cryptocurrencies that you were interested a couple weeks ago when they were $800 billion market cap coins. So at this time, I just want to look at some cryptos that are excellent buying opportunities, as well as what cryptocurrencies I am going to be adding to my portfolio at this time at these current prices. So first off, NEO. I think NEO is still an excellent buying opportunity. Now, yes, it's not as low as it was yesterday morning at roughly $83. That would have been ideal. But in the long term, I think NEO is an excellent investment still at this price. With an all-time high of roughly $162, you can't go wrong at this price. It's definitely a good little discount if you are interested in NEO, as well as NEO gets up in the ranks, it's going to be an excellent competitor with Ethereum. Also, you have that gas, which is what NEO runs off of, so you can kind of make yourself some extra passive income while holding NEO as a currency. Next up, we have Lisk. Lisk is a currency that definitely kept its gains rather well this whole dip, except yesterday morning when it dropped to roughly $13.50, which would have been an awesome time to get in. but of course, can't time the market perfectly. So we're sitting around $20 right now. So it's definitely been keeping its gains rather well. As we continue into February, when we get closer to the relaunch of Lisk, you could definitely see the price begin to move upward. So that's something to keep an eye on. Next up, we have VChain. Now, VChain is one of the 3 I am going to be adding to my portfolio. VChain, to sum VChain up, it's pretty much they're trying to make blockchain technology usable for everyone. They're trying to bring blockchain technology into the everyday to day use for businesses, all that kind of stuff. So I like the route they're going. They are having a rebranding soon, so keep an eye on that. But they're currently sitting at $4.47 from their all-time high of roughly $10. We'll say $10. So about a 50% discount right now. So I think this is an excellent time to get into VChain. I feel like we are definitely going to start to see some good news, good stuff happening for VChain, where they are going to start moving up in the ranks. Next up, we have Icon. Icon is the second crypto I am going to be adding to my portfolio. Icon's main focus is being able to connect all these decentralized applications platforms like Ethereum, Neo, Lisk, Ethos to one another, so they can all communicate with one another over the network. So that's what Icon is focusing on, is being able to connect all of those different platforms. Icon's currently sitting at $4.42, which is a great discount from its all-time highs of roughly $12, so 1/3 the price. You can't go wrong with that at all, and I'm sure we will be revisiting these highs very soon, but no one can tell. Next up, we have NANO. NANO is an awesome crypto to consider for your portfolio. It was just recently blocks. It just had a rebranding. NANO is sitting roughly around $12 right now, with a low of around $7 yesterday. That would have been awesome. But NANO is definitely going to give all these other peer-to-peer currencies a run for their money. NANO is a simple peer-to-peer currency that is instantaneous, feeless, and infinite scalability. That's pretty much everything you can ask for in a cryptocurrency, so you can't go wrong with NANO. And I think once people really start to realize the potential in NANO, the sky's the limit for NANO. Now, if we look at the price movement, we could see that their all-time high is rather up there at $35. This is just an incredible run. Congratulations to you guys that caught this before it took off in the end of November, even the beginning of December. Wow, I wish I saw this coming. But all-time high of $35, and it's currently sitting at $12. You can't go wrong with that. Again, roughly a 1/3 discount. So awesome one to consider. Next up, I want to look at Binance Coin. Now, Binance Coin's not one I'm currently adding to my portfolio, but Binance Coin, we all know it. It's the coin used on the Binance exchange to get 50% off on those discounts. Why I'm mentioning this is as we continue to see money come into crypto, Binance Coin is going to go up in value because people are going to start flooding back into the exchanges. So that's just something to keep an eye on, that the high of Binance Coin is $25, sitting roughly 1/3 of that as well. So just keep an eye on that if you're interested. Next up, I want to look at, where is it? Ethos. Ethos is definitely a crypto I think people overlook quite often. Their main goal is to make it very accessible for the day-to-day person to get involved in the cryptocurrencies and understand what they're doing. Ethos wants to be a platform where you can easily invest, and Ethos can kind of guide you, kind of like training wheels, to help you understand what's safe investments, what's risky investments, stuff like that. And they're kind of trying to compete with Coinbase. Now, I know that's kind of stupid competition. You can't really out-compete Coinbase. But the route that they're going, where they're focusing on being able to help people invest and help understand what's what, and not just throwing them in to figure it out on their own. I like that. I like what they're doing. So they are 40% up on the day, so they are a little high in my taste to just jump into. Now, this is not one I'm adding at this time. I just wanted to show it to you guys because it's definitely one that people overlook. With an all-time high of roughly $11, again, it's roughly 1/3 of the price of its all-time high, so that's one to keep an eye on as we continue to get more money back into crypto. Next up, we have Dent. Now, we all know Dent is one of my top threes for February. Dent is at 0.026 cents. You can't go wrong with that. 2.5 cents, you cannot go wrong. Dent is an awesome platform. I'm not going to go into depth of what it is, but they're trying to make it so that everyone in the world that doesn't have telecommunications can have telecommunications simply with the Dent token. They want to make it so you can buy Dent and send Dent anywhere in the world. But why I think Dent is definitely going to start seeing some movement, well, first off, money flowing back into crypto, Dent's going to see movement. But other than that, Dent is starting to open up a lot more locations. I believe they opened one up in Singapore recently and a couple others, but also they are releasing their Android app very soon. So right now they only have the iOS app, but when they do release their Android app, you could definitely expect some price movement, considering more people definitely have smartphones, smart Android phones comparative to Apple iPhones. So just keep an eye on that. Next up, I want to show you guys Quantstamp. Quantstamp is really just kind of like a McAfee antivirus where they're mainly focusing on the Ethereum network. They want to make it so that all those smart contracts that flow through the Ethereum network have to go through Quantstamp to get the stamp of approval that all their coding is correct, so no one can just go in and hack into the system and steal the cryptocurrencies of that platform, of that ICO. So Quantstamp is definitely a unique concept that if they do get acceptance by Ethereum to be the stamp of approval of all their smart contracts, I can't even give you guys a price prediction on where the price could go for Quantstamp. But currently at 32 cents, 36% up on the day, so it is a little bit up on the day. Now, we are experiencing that in practically every crypto just because money is starting to flow back in. 36 cents with an all-time high of roughly 80 cents. So it is about half of what it was at its all-time highs. I think that's a very, very interesting crypto. Again, I don't think a lot of people talk about, but could definitely have huge potential. Practically a sleeping giant, in my opinion. It's a matter of time. Next up, we have Substratum. Now, we all know I love Substratum. Substratum is an awesome project that is definitely going to change the world. But this price right now is stupid of a deal. This is a huge fire sale that I am definitely taking opportunity in. So this is the third crypto that I am going to be adding in addition to into my portfolio. Substratum at 67 cents with an all-time high of roughly $3 is a steal. About 1/6 the price of it was at its all-time highs. Do the math. That's an awesome price. I honestly never thought we would see Substratum below $1 again, but of course this whole dip just screwed everyone over, screwed the whole market over. All these excellent projects lost so much in value, but it's okay because we are going to work our way back up. But sitting at 67 cents, this is an excellent investment in my opinion. They are going to be coming out with their beta release soon, and when that happens, we're going to be able to see how the whole network works. We're going to be able to use it in the beta testing, all that kind of stuff, and the sky's the limit for Substratum. Next up, I want to show you guys a couple more that I think are good investments to consider at these prices. We have Vertcoin. Now, Vertcoin's a cryptocurrency, again, that doesn't have that crazy volatility price movement, but it is sitting at a great price. $3, you can't go wrong with Vertcoin. Also, they are going to be releasing their Vert-based platform very soon where you can simply buy and sell buy and sell Vertcoin with credit, debit card, and your bank account, very similar to Coinbase, but simply for Vertcoin. So Vertcoin is an awesome peer-to-peer currency, very similar to Litecoin, but they are going to be releasing that platform soon, so you could definitely see a spike in price from that. Next up, and that's all I want to show you actually. We have a couple other good ones that are practically everything's at a great price right now, but there's a solid amount that are at very good prices that have huge potentials, practically very undervalued. So the current ones that I am going to be adding in addition to my portfolio is going to be Substratum at 67 cents, Icon at roughly $5, I believe. Let's go look at it. Icon at $4.48 and VChain at $4.53. Now, I know these are up on the day greatly. We have VChain up 25%, we have Icon up 25%, and then Substratum was up 20-something%. I understand that they are up on the day, but I am mainly looking for the long-term investments of things. I'm not looking to get really that perfect price to get that little extra of a coin. So I'm just going to be jumping into these at the prices that they are. Again, because I'm a long-term holder, I'm not going to stress over getting the perfect price. But if you do want to get the perfect price, you want to get the most crypto for your buck, definitely wait a little bit to see if the prices go down, if we do see a little bit of a correction from this volatility that we're seeing right now. But that's what I'm going to be doing. So before we get out of here, I just want to show you guys that I did open up a Telegram group for the Crypto Fiend community. It's a chat where we could pretty much just talk about cryptocurrencies 24/7, the price movement, debates, practically anything you want. So I highly suggest you guys joining this group because we're going to be talking about some awesome stuff in there. So just go to my channel and go up here to this community tab and click on the Telegram, little Telegram emblem, and join the group. So that's going to be the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed for everything crypto related, as well as consider joining the Telegram group for 24/7 crypto talk. So when it's 3 a.m. and you're trying to sleep, I'm going to be messaging you, talking to you about cryptocurrencies and the hottest crypto to jump into. Just kidding, but consider joining it. Seriously, guys, it's a great way to communicate with everyone and really get an overall view of people's opinions on cryptocurrencies in general. So consider doing that. But that's going to be the video for today, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you in the next.